Pag sobrang laki ba ng interest rate, pwede na bang hindi ito bayaran? In this video, I am going to share with you a very interesting case. This case involves an alleged utang or loan obligation and yung agreement ng nagpautang and yung nangutang doon sa napakataas na interest rate. So makinig mabuti at tapusin itong video na to dahil alam ko marami sa inyo ang nabibiktima ng loan sharks na sobrang taas, magpataw ng interest at magtataka ka na lang bakit parang hindi nababawasan yung utang mo, bakit parang hindi nababawasan or nababayaran yung principal at bakit parang sa interest na lang lahat napupunta ang bayad mo. So just a reminder, this video is for educational purposes only. If you have an actual case, you better consult a lawyer near you. But if meron kayong mga need i-clarify, just leave a comment below. So itong case na i-discuss natin is the Manila Credit Corporation versus Spouses Virumal. Dito sa case na to, ang interest na ipinataw is 23.36% per annum and secured by a real estate mortgage. In short, meron ding nakasangla. So yung spouses Virumal, yan yung debtor. And this obligation was obtained in year 2009. Then in that case, loan restructuring ang parties para makabayad ng utang itong spouses Virumal. Pag sinabi mong loan restructuring, binabago yung terms dyan sa kontrata para mas makabayad si debtor or yung nangutang. So nagkaroon ng second promissory note na kung saan yung interest rate is 24.99% per annum. Dumating din yung time na allegedly hindi daw makabayad si spouses Virumal. At ang sinasabi na outstanding obligation ng spouses is 500,000 pesos plus. Kaya itong si corporation nag-demand ng full payment. But ang argument ng spouses ay more than 1.1 million na yung kanilang naibabayad. So spouses Virumal asked for a recomputation pero inignore yan ng corporation. So ngayon, itong si corporation, ang ginawa niya, finerclose niya yung nakasanglang property. So nagdemanda ngayon itong si spouses Virumal. Ang claim nila, dapat matagal nang bayad yung utang nila kung hindi lang 36% interest rate or effective interest ang pinapataw and other charges yung ini-impose ng corporation. Ngayon, yung argument naman ng corporation is pumayag ka eh. So hindi ka pwedeng mag-claim na mataas yung interest kasi meron tayong agreement. Yan yung claim ng corporation. Tanong mo ngayon, magkano ba yung legal interest? And isa pang magandang tanong, pagka sobrang laki ba ng interest, pwede mo na ba yung hindi bayaran? Ito ngayon yung hatol ng Supreme Court dito sa case na to na kung saan mapupulutan nyo ng aral. So itong loan ay na-apply ng spouses Virumal in 2009 na kung saan ang legal interest rate noong mga panahon na yon is 12% interest rate per annum. Ito yung rate considered reasonable compensation for forbearance of money. Tanong ng nakararami sa inyo, pwede bang mas mataas doon sa legal interest, yung interest na ipataw? So sabi naman ng korte dyan sa kaso na yan, pwede pero dapat reasonable and fair. If more than twice ang interest, the creditor should prove na reasonable and fair yan under the prevailing market conditions. Pero dyan sa case na yan, walang pruweba or justification na inoffer yung corporation. Also, as found by the court, roughly 42% per annum yung interest na pinapataw na pala nitong corporation na to. Then the court ruled stipulations authorizing the imposition of iniquitous or unconscionable interests are contrary to morals, if not against the law. Under Article 1409 of the New Civil Code, these contracts are inexistent and void from the beginning. The unconscionable rate is therefore nullified and is deemed not written in the contract of loan. So sa madaling sabi, sobrang laki noong interest na kung saan sabi ng korte, bawal yan, kailangan yan, ipawalang bisa. So magkano lang ba ang dapat bayaran pagka mayroong excessive interest? It must be the principal plus the interest, which is not excessive, dapat reasonable and fair. So in this case, binawasan ng Supreme Court yung pinataw na interest down to 12% interest rate per annum. Ito namang pagbabawas ng interest, this is within the power of the court. In this case then, it was found na mayroong overpayment na yung spouses virumal. So ang sabi dyan ng court, kailangan ibalik yung naibayad ni spouses virumal. So that's it for today's topic. Sana marami kayong natutunan. For now, please like this video, share this to your friends, subscribe to my channel, and do not forget to hit that notification bell icon para ma-notify kayo ng mga next videos ko na i-upload.